Okay, this is the boat to Capri. And we're saying goodbye to the Castle Nuova. It was a huge hassle getting on this boat. Pulling away slowly here. There's a boat just coming in from Capri, I guess. Okay, now we're getting underway. Okay, this is Capri.
Nuovi sali.
Anche i corpi. Pensi che ti posso passare in rodaco?
Bellissimo! Come mi diverto!
Faccia la fila da fare.
Che bello!
Okay, so we took the bus. I took the bus up to Capri Centro, and this is Capri Centro. Jan decided to take the tour around the island in the boat. My deal is I want to go up to Tiberius's palace, the Villa Giove. Okay, this is the Via Tiberio, the road, or I should say the sidewalk, the street that goes to the Villa Jovis, which was Tiberius's palace on Capri. That shows you little golf carts that go around on this little street.
Yeah. Thank you, Linda.
Okay, this is the Villa Jovis, the entrance to Tiberius's palace. So Tiberius had quite the view. This may be the rock from which he threw his victims over there. There's an ancient lighthouse from Roman times. And according to Suetonius, Tiberius would torture these victims and then have them thrown off. At least they had a nice view as they prepared for death. Okay, I don't know if this is going to focus, but we're reading here from Suetonius about how Tiberius would throw the people off the rock after they'd been tortured. And as I said, this is the place. You got to be thrown off a rock. This is a nice rock to be thrown off of. Okay, here we go. Wow. So the imperial court was basically here in the last 10 years of the evil Tiberius's reign. When Tiberius was walking around these grounds, this here is looking toward the city of Capri. Okay, again, we're looking toward the city of Capri. And this is like the entrance to the place. So, we're going to walk in. You know what? I think I'm going to put my wide angle lens on. Okay, here we go. Got my slightly wider angle lens going now. So, it is compulsory to follow the routes. Which is what we'll do. Now, according to Suetonius, Tiberius was quite the monster. But he certainly had good taste in villas. Looks like we're going into the servants' quarters here. Now, unlike Pompeii, the decoration was stripped out of this place. Hello. So what we're seeing is basically bare walls of Roman brick. This is really cool. And well, am I glad I got my wide angle lens, because at about 13 millimeters seems to be just about right for taking indoor pictures. Right here on 17, this is as wide as my regular walking around lens goes. Whoop. Actually, when it says servants' quarters, translation, slaves' quarters. Noble pine tree. Okay, here we go again. Up some stairs, following the compulsory route. And I gotta admit, I am just a bit winded here. It was a long trek up here, up a steep hill. There I go with the servants' quarters again. And looks like we're at the cistern. I don't know if that last thing was recorded right, so I'm going to say it again. Tiberius loved this place. He felt totally safe because here it was less likely that he could possibly be assassinated. According to Suetonius, there's really only one navigable beach on this island. That would be the Grand Marina we came in on. And everywhere else, there are straight cliffs, which I'm sure we'll see in Jan's video. So that anybody coming in or off this island could pretty well be searched. So, Tiberius basically ran the Roman Empire from here during the last years of his reign. If you believe Suetonius, it was a reign of terror. We've already talked about how Tiberius had people tortured and thrown off that rock. That was just the one of the things that he did. Here on the island of Capri, he basically abused slave children. He had little, what he called nymphaeums set up, where there'd be little young men and women. And I'll leave it at that, since this may be watched by a family audience. The ubiquitous lizards. There's a lizard tail. Oh, Mr. Lizard went away. All right. So here's a lookout. There's another island. I think that's Ischia. I'm not certain. Tiberius was a very strange man. And the way he's portrayed in the I, Claudius is interesting. It was such a memorable performance that I can't even read Suetonius without thinking about those characters in that show. If you think about Augustus, you think about the I, Claudius actor, you think about Livia, You think of what's her name? Sean Phillips, I think was her name. Now, here's something Tiberius would not have liked. A statue of the Madonna, placed here and blessed by John Paul II. Actually, this thing was blown up by a Navy helicopter. And I don't know that Tiberius would like all these common folks running around his cool place. So, I think I'm gonna switch lenses. Alright, now here's something Tiberius never had. Telescopic lenses hadn't been invented. So now we're watching this boat. But we're going to look down here. It's going to be kind of shaky because I don't have a tripod. There's some of the fabled blue water. And there's a little rental boat down there. We're looking down, and they're looking up. Now over here, I guess old Tiberius could see whatever boats were coming over from that island. Okay, still the lookout top of Tiberius's villa, the Villa Jupiter. The Villa Jupiter. There were 12 villas on this island, supposedly, each one named after one of the gods. And naturally, the biggest and the best was Villa Jove. And here it is. Obviously that wasn't there. And there's the Madonna. Actually, this is a little church up here. According to the guidebook, this place wasn't really systematically excavated until the 30s, so it could be this church was just on top of a mound. So again, this gives you an idea what it's like up here. And another boat come over from that island. Okay, this gives us a sense of where we were. Just now, we were in the imperial quarters, and the church would be right there where that Z is, I believe. And I'm not sure how those people got up there. I wasn't able to figure it out. Oh, duh. They went around the side of the church. Well, I'm going to have to go up there. So while I'm doing that, let's take a look at some of these wildflowers here. Hear the buzzing of the bees and the flies up here. And here's where those folks went. Oh, cool. Another nice view. Old Tiberius Head. Looks like this was an area where he would go for his daily constitutional. This is one interesting looking plant here. Okay, so now, once again I've switched lenses, and now I've got it set at a focal length. So this approximates the human eye. And look at this interesting plant. I am going to focus in on that just a tad. I'm going to take it back down to focal length of 35 millimeters, which basically emulates the focal length of the human eye, so that things look just about how they do in person. 50 millimeters, but with the 1.6 multiplier of this here camera, it's about right. No zoom, no foreshortening. So this is what the emperors would have seen. Now after Tiberius, I don't much know what happened. To the Villa Jove. I don't think Caligula, the next emperor, much cared for coming out here. Nor did Nero or any of the rest. But one can well imagine that the imperial family would come out here in the summertime to escape the heat of the city. Right now I'm on a rather steep set of stairs, which I'll show you. There are the stairs. And this is the thermal area, so he had his own thermal baths down here. Needless to say, all of this was built with slave labor. Back in those days, they had so many slaves they didn't even know what to do with it. Here's a little thing about the trees area. Again, here's the fabulous view. And what we've done here, we've kind of kind of made a circuit, and we're going to come down. Oh man, look at this. I mean, is that beautiful? That is so gorgeous. Look at this. Windswept cliffs. Pine trees. The blue sea. And here comes the ubiquitous group of French school kids. There they go. It's really interesting how we really see a lot of French up here. We saw them in Pompeii, and here they are at this villa. Like I said, our kids get New Salem. French kids get the archaeological sites. There's an element. Now that is not native. That actually is well known, comes from Mexico. But there are lots of them. Okay, and down there you can see the entrance where we started this trek. And once again, the beautiful sea. Okay, now we're back out by the entrance. You will remember we went in that way, but I came down here because I finally identified, here's the pathway where the emperor would take his daily walk. It goes up that way, and it goes down that way, and supposedly sign said it's a kilometer long, although I find that a little hard to believe. But anyway, that appears to be the Imperial Walkway. Pretty cool, eh? I bet this was gorgeous. You just know that back in the day it was probably marble clad. What did Augustus say? He found Rome a city of brick and left it a city of marble. I think it was Augustus who said that. Augustus was married to Livia, who was Tiberius's mother. Livia, so famous from the I Claudius. Can I go through here? Yes. Look here. Maybe this is the Imperial Walkway. Down this way. But I don't think we're supposed to go down there.
See you again. I think it'll take more than half an hour.
Yeah.
Well, it would appear that we're allowed to go down this path. So that's what I'm going to do. So check this out. Okay, so this path reminds one of Isle Royal, except Toto, we're not in Michigan anymore. Because as we go down the path, clunk, then we look through the trees, and off in the distance you can see Capri and the ocean through there instead of Lake Michigan. To state the obvious, it's not wild like Lake Michigan. Okay, there we go. There's the marina down there. And this little path just keeps it going. You get the idea. This path, I'm not sure that I had the camera on earlier when I said this path is going around the base of the palace. And look out here. I freely admit I'm winded. Been a lot of uphill travel. Some intrepid path, folks.
Buongiorno.
Giorno. Giorno. Look here. Indeed. You can see how we're going around the base of the palace. Here's the cliffs. I wonder if in Tiberius's day this was denuded of vegetation. So that nobody could sneak up here. Surely this path was traveled by squads of soldiers. Ouch! Just bumped into a tree. Interesting little wildflowers here. Let's get a good focus on that. There we go. Little purple things. You know, it's almost cave-like in here. Very dank. Even kind of Smells like a cave. Mossy. Now the path goes down the cliff. There's a sailboat out there. I don't think I'm gonna go down the cliff on this path because it means I'd have to come back up the cliff, which I really don't want to do because I still have about 2 miles to walk back into town, and even part of that walk is uphill. Okay, I could not resist. One more shot with my telephoto lens. That's the slow ferry, I think, as opposed to the hydrofoil. And here's that sailboat we were looking at earlier. That just looks like a blast. Being on that sailboat. And look, there's another sailboat out there. Let's find it. There it is. Way out there. Okay. And there's that island that we were looking at earlier from up atop the There's our friend the sailboat, the ferry boat going back to Napoli. By the way, look at this. I missed this. Hold on, folks. Now, under that cloud, I think we can just make out Mount Vesuvius through the mist. Not a really clear day. So that would be Mount Vesuvius, and in front of that is Napoli. And over here, there's our friend the boat. You can see he's gone quite a ways. I have it on max telephoto now. One last little shot before we go. And that's to show you this tree with these berries here, perched on the cliff. There's some more. There's another type of berry tree. And there's our friend the boat, way off in the distance now. I said one last shot, but guess what? It wasn't. There's the cloud that Vesuvius is under, but look here. When I go around and look up, there you can see the palace, again with the statue of the Madonna up there, giving you a sense of where we are. Now, I haven't been totally honest with you. Oh, look, blueberries. But I don't think I'm going to eat it because I'm not absolutely totally sure. I believe it's blueberries, but I would hate to be wrong about something that important. Anyway, dear viewer, I haven't been totally honest. The real reason I came down this path, besides wanting to see where it went, there weren't any bathrooms up there, and it's been several hours since I left Jan down at the dock, so I figured I'd use nature's bathroom here on the path, which I did. There's my dogs, my trusty dogs. Actually, it's interesting walking around ruins like this. It doesn't hurt the feet nearly as much as city streets. Okay, out of the woods and on the way back toward town. Now, to get up to the town, I took the bus, but as I was coming up here, I noticed a cool little path, pedestrian way, that goes from the center of town down to the marina. If I can find that again, I think I'll take that. This is an example of what you find in Italy. I mean, just random beauty. Actually, not random at all. It's been put there on purpose. Everywhere you look, you see the sea and the boats. Here's another one of those curious. Oh goodness, you know what that is? That's, we saw earlier, that's the blooming part of an aloe. I've never seen that before. Look at that. Wow. I'm amazed. This walk is much easier for the simple reason that now we're going down instead of up. Some of the up parts were rather difficult. Party time.
This is a Zumba class. I can do it.
this is the beautiful walkway. Actually, that way is up to Villa Giove. Of course, I'm coming down, but look at this. This is so gorgeous. Color. Beautiful color. Continuing the walk down into town. Mamma mia, it's a long walk. Here comes one of these little trucks these little electric cars. Travel around here. There's no motor sounds at all except the boats in the distance. Very quiet, relaxing place. Okay, so now we're down into the resort town. Getting down there anyway. Getting into some stores. Jewelry and stuff. Ooh, coral. Look at that. Just like the ancient Romans might wear. Okay, so this is the center of town, the Piazza Umberto. With the kind of nice shops and stuff, and hordes of tourists eating gelato, drinking water, buying guidebooks. Here is the First World War plaque that you see in almost every Italian city. A lot of people killed from this little town. Now, this is the lookout over the sea and over the port. Yes, it is a beautiful town, there's no doubt about that. Okay, this is a little lookout just outside the center of the city. City, I should say town of Capri. There's the bell tower. There was a tour guide here a minute ago who claimed that in that red building Lenin and Maxim Gorky planned the Russian Revolution. That's something we'll have to check out. See if that's true. Anyway, there's the Marina Grande. And I could take the bus down, but you know, I think I'm going to take the, there's a cable car. I might take that. I need to go find out what the cost of that is. Here's a nice little map of the island. Crazy, huh?
Aveva visto la foto,
ti dovevo
peccato. Ho detto che sei brava a commentare le foto quando le pubblichi, c'è sempre una cosina
A te escono per i bigliettini da accompagnare ai regali.
O per ultimo vedi festa di Stefania.
Comunque nel telefono vecchio ho trovato il messaggio, è rimasto in memoria.
Ma tu le hai lasciato in memoria, quello deve andare negli anni.
Ah, quello può darsi che mi servirà.
Sì.
Se sono chiamati in causa.
Era l'11 di gennaio.
Ah, no. E cioè era la sera del tuo compleanno.
Era 2 giorni dopo, perché eravamo tornati. Penso che voi stavate aspetta.
Era tipo
è stato che era di domenica.
noi non c'eravamo perché ti facevo gli auguri che stavamo
Quest'anno sarà in Giappone. Ma mica io la posso girare, no? Te la faccio girare, la faccio? Ma ce la fa fare.
Mia amica fare foto con voi.
Ok, con granita. Aspetta, granita di Capri.
Okay, this is the end of the line. We're back in the port, and I told Jan I'd see her at 4:30, which is an hour away. I hope now she gets here sooner than that. It would be nice. We can catch the 4:30 out of here, because I want to tell you, my feet are just killing me. Actually, it's not even so much my feet as it is my the back of my legs, which are from that downhill climb. But anyway, here's Capri. I didn't see the Blue Grotto. I didn't see the arch. I missed 98% of it, but I saw what I came to see. Place where Tiberius used to hang out. It was quite the experience.